What you hear is pure acoustic soul. That's the sound of Tracy Hamlin. She's a classy, talented, incredibly versatile singer, songwriter, and producer who's trained to sing in 3 different languages. And for Tracy, that proves there are no limits. She's here today on The Sound. Hi everyone, I'm Britt Waters, and today on The Sound is Tracy Hamlin. This classy, versatile songstress has had a non-stop career since she first started singing at 11 in Baltimore. From singing with Pieces of Dream to performing in dozens of countries around the world, from Russia to Brazil, Tracy's the real thing. What brings you right back here to DC?
Oh, well, I'm born and raised in Baltimore. DC has just always been down the street. And DC has always embraced me and my music. So it's always like coming to my second home.
What is maybe your third home, since you've been all around the world? My
third home is St. Lucia in the West Indies.
Nice.
I've been there more than 50 times. I've performed there. I've taught vocal workshops. I've been there so many times. I also, for 8 years, produced a musical event there. So.
Nice.
It's my third home.
So we're trying to keep you here, okay?
Yes.
But still let you spread your wings.
Yes.
What's your first song you have for us?
The first song is a song called Plans for Two, written by a friend, amazing talent, Frank McComb. He wrote the song for me, and it's a love song.
Did he have you in mind when he was writing it?
Well, we sort of worked together. I promoted a couple of events, brought him in, and I've always been a huge fan of his. And he said, you know, you've done so many great things for me, I have to write a song for you. And this is the result, and I love it.
Is it a happy love song, one of those breakup songs?
No, it's a happy love song about how you take care of your boo after a hard day of work.
Some people might need to learn that, so I'm gonna let you get to it, okay?
Okay.
Have a good one.
Having a rough day on the job, 'cause your boss is riding on your back. Other employees throw remarks. Now you're ready to grab your coat and hat. You will be problem-free when you get home. We won't need the TV set on tonight. We won't need electricity or lights. Yeah. Hurry home, 'cause I'll be waiting for you. Hurry home, baby, 'cause I made plans for two, just me and you. Just me and you, baby. Plans for two. Just me and you, yeah. Plans for two. Just me and you, you. Two is company and three's a crowd. That's why I'm setting a table just for two. Your supper's ready just the way you like it. Well, add a bottle of wine, then it's me and you. I guarantee you'll be problem-free when you get home. Yeah, yeah. We won't need the TV set on tonight. Oh, we don't need it. No, no. We won't need electricity or light. Oh, my baby. Hurry home, 'cause I'll be waiting for you. Hurry home, baby, yeah, 'cause I made plans for two, baby. Just me and you, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'll be right back with singer, songwriter, and producer Tracy Hamlin. Right after this, stick around for the sound. Welcome back to The Sound. I'm Britt Waters with Tracy Hamlin, singer, songwriter, producer, international star. But it all started here in Baltimore.
It all started in Baltimore with I joined my first band when I was age 11, and it's been nonstop since.
11. How'd you get booked at 11?
You know, it's interesting. I had a day off from school. There was a local band auditioning, and my brother said, I'm going to take you to this audition. And when I came in, they looked at me as if to say, this little girl wants to be in our band. How cute. She's here, let her sing, but no.
Okay.
So I sang, and Saturday I was on the gig with them.
What did you sing?
I did some old Natalie Cole, and I did maybe 2 or 3 songs.
So from that to this, how did you get to be as big of a star as you are?
Well, I don't think I'm a big star, but
well,
that's sweet of you to say.
You can be humble.
But,
we'll let that happen.
But I became a solo recording artist back in 2005. Couldn't get a record deal, so I started my own label, had a rough time getting gigs, so I became a promoter, and I basically just had to create my own opportunities, and along the way, I met lots and lots of people, and one thing led to another, and you know, the cycle just continues.
Very great thinker, such a businesswoman. You know, especially in big cities, everyone wants to be a performer, and everyone has excuses. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But you self-financed your first album.
Yes. I mean, I owned the masters. For my first 3 albums, I financed it all. I thought it was important. I said, if I invest in myself, maybe that will make others interested if they see that I've invested in myself. But my first album came out in 2005, my second one 2009. In 2013 I actually had 2 albums out because I also do house music. So I released my jazzy.
Do you sleep?
No, I don't. I do not. But I mean, I'm just somebody that I love having multiple things going on at the same time. I love what I do. I also mentor, so you know, I think it's very important to give back. So I keep busy, and it keeps the creative juices flowing, and I always have something going on.
Wow. So what advice do you have for all those artists that are trying to start out with that first album?
Well, lots of advice. First of all, I think artists need to understand that the music business is a business, and especially with everybody having the internet at their fingertips, it's important to do as much research as possible. The great thing about today with the way the music industry has evolved is that it's great to be an independent artist. There are so many opportunities that you can create yourself, and especially with the internet, to get yourself out there. But I think it's important to invest in yourself. If you're a new singer or a new instrumentalist and you want to do a project, it's easy and it's much cheaper than it was back then to get everything done. Now people are making albums on iPhones and iPads and computers. So I mean, you just have to create your own opportunities. So just don't be afraid. But the biggest thing is learn the business and understand that it's a business. I mean, I think it's important to, as much as you can, equip yourself with as many skills as possible. Because again, the music industry has consistently evolved, and you have to be somebody that's willing to wear many hats, because with the way the economy is, people can't afford to say, hey, I'm going to invite you and your full 10-piece band. You know, so you have to be creative. That's another thing, because I mean, I've tried so many different options, and it's been very interesting for me to just make it happen and keep myself happy along the way. But it's a tough road, and I tell new artists, you need to prepare yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, because you're going to have a ton of ups and downs. And just because somebody doesn't like what you bring, it doesn't mean that you're not good. It just means that you're not their preference. So don't let somebody, you know, like for instance, Simon Cowell from American Idol. He would tell people, oh, don't sing. Yeah, but I mean, I just feel like, if this is your passion, follow your dream, pursue your passion, and don't let anybody tell you no, because just because you're not one person's preference doesn't mean that you're not the preference for many others. And interestingly for me, my biggest fan base is overseas, because that's where...
Which is very interesting. You sing it in 3-4 languages?
Well,
where did you learn that?
I went to the Baltimore School for the Arts, and
Okay,
I was
be more.
classically trained, and so I sang songs in different languages. I don't speak those languages. I sang, you know, and whenever I was assigned a song, my teachers made sure that that I understood what I was singing. So as I've traveled the world, because I never stayed in one place a very long time, I would pick up phrases, but I don't speak any other languages.
So are you dropping a little bit of DC, Maryland, Virginia, and everywhere you stop?
Oh, always, always. And I mean, everybody knows about and loves Baltimore and DC. So,
Okay, so who that you've worked with has inspired you the most?
my biggest vocal inspiration is a woman by the name of Renee Diggs. She passed away several years ago, but she started with a group that became famous in the 80s called Star Point. They're out of Annapolis, Maryland. And she was my biggest inspiration. I can do what I can do vocally because I studied her. And amazingly, when she did her first solo album, she called me to sing background vocals.
That's amazing.
So after I picked myself up off of the floor, I said, yeah, it turns out I'm free. I can do that.
I might be able to fit you in.
Yeah, but what I learned from her was just resilience and just never let anybody tell you no, and continue to work hard. If you do the work, the gigs and opportunities will eventually come.
And to do this all on your own as a woman, it's so empowering and so inspiring, because everyone might look at you and be like, oh, like, look at you, and kind of like, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that because so many people think I just woke up and said, oh, I want to sing, and all of these things happen. I work, and I work very, very hard.
And you have a family as well.
Yes, I have a family as well, and I'm in charge of everything, but I always know what's going on.
So can you slip your singing in there? Like if you and your husband are having a little tough night, you might want to just sing him a song and it's all better?
Oh, my husband is by far my biggest fan. So, I mean, if we're sitting at home playing Scrabble, I'm singing. He only gets mad if he's losing, which he's usually losing, but.
Okay, so singer, songwriter, producer, businesswoman, Scrabble star. Well, let's get back to the music, because it definitely, you can tell that you're passionate about it and empowering through it. All right, when we come back, more with singer-songwriter Tracy Hamlin. Stick around for more of The Sound. Right here with our guest today, the beautiful and talented songstress, Tracy Hamlin. Now, we were talking, it seems like you're Superwoman. What do you do to relax?
I read and I get massages.
Nice.
I love a great foot massage. So
You've also traveled. What do you do to
Yes.
relax outside of here?
I love to tour wherever I am. I love to go to the best restaurants, and I love to visit the museums, and I love to chat with folks from different cultures.
Really? What's the craziest thing that's happened where you're like, we don't do that in America?
I don't know that I've run across. Oh, probably in Poland when I had the beef tartare, and it wasn't just a little. It was the size of it's raw beef. So, but it was the size of a huge hamburger. But it was raw, and they come to the table and they mix it up with onions and green peppers, and it was really, really good.
It was really good, so you didn't
really
like
good.
fake eat it and then you're like, let me just sing a song so I don't have to sit here.
I didn't eat all of it, but I ate more than I thought I would.
That's good.
So.
What's your next song you have for us tonight?
The next song is called Stand By, written by a very dear friend of mine, Raymond Barton from Baltimore.
Okay, what's it about?
It's a song, basically a woman saying, I'm not going to take your neglect anymore. I don't appreciate the way you're treating me, and I'm not going to stand by, and I'm not going to stand by and keep putting up with it. So it's the first single from my current album, which is called No Limits.
Okay, do you kind of have to become that woman to sing the song?
Oh, singing involves acting. I mean, you have to think about the message and really channel those feelings so you can deliver the message.
Do you want to do
Absolutely.
acting in the future?
I did a little bit many, many years ago, and I've been approached a lot recently, but I'm not interested. As you said before, I'm wearing many hats. And
Many hats.
There's no time for acting.
Well, we like your singing just as well.
Oh, thank you.
All right, how about it?
Over and over. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Too many nights I've been all alone, looking I'm still alive. And when I get home, I'll wait for you. 'Cause you said you'd make me feel brand new. You can't keep my love. Over and over, I've been waiting, baby. Keep my love. Stand by. Over and over, it hurts me every time. You keep my loving on the line. It's your love I'm looking for. I want it more. I want it more. Yeah. Baby, you can't keep my love. Can't keep my love on the stand. No, no. Over and over, I've been waiting, baby. Can't keep my love on the stand. Stand by. Over and over. Oh, I need the comfort of a man to give me his love whenever he can. Hold me real tight and never let go. Oh, I miss your touch, can't you see? How come you don't call me? Yeah, yeah. You can't keep my love. You can't keep my love. Over and over. You can't keep my love on the stand. Stand by. Oh, yeah. You can't keep too many days and too many nights. Over and over. You can't keep my love on the stand. Yeah. Over and over, I've been waiting.
Woo! Thanks to Tracy Hamlin and for all of you watching. I'll see you right back here on the next episode of The Sound. See ya!